Here we are back at Animal Kingdom for our last full day at the Disney theme park.
Without the whole family.
Just me and Marissa. Mariah's sick. Lori's staying back to tend to the needs of the babe. We'll see you in the park. Yeah, the work that they've done to this park is incredible.
I
hope I'm not excited. I wish I knew how much time I had left on the memory card.
I know.
Aquí sí va a estar bueno. Ahorita vamos a empezar, yo creo, desde allá, desde atrás. Atrás, desde el último para atrás. Para que aprovechemos todo, como ayer. Ayer faltaron muy poquitos para...
Here we are in the Everest ride, just trying out my external card.
Look at my face.
Dinosaur ride. Alright, we're venturing off to Africa. Hopefully we can get in and see the safari. One of the common features here at Disney Animal Kingdom. Crowds don't seem to be too bad today. It's amazing how we can go from Asia to Africa in just a few minutes. Kind of reminds me of the World Showcase in a way. The World Showcase is an Epcot Center.
Yeah, it does.
Marissa said I should turn the camera on to myself, get a picture of my ugly.
Can you flip that thing over too? The screen? Does it flip? It does.
I'm afraid to break it.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. Hey, how about that?
I knew you could do it.
Holy shit, does my face look fat?
It's because of the angle. It's because you're going from down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm walking.
Alright, that's enough of my ugly mug.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't just go ahead. I could have got it.
It looks pretty crowded up here.
Yeah, it does.
Aunt Amy and Uncle Kevin and Jake and Josh. We went to breakfast here before, but now it's a character breakfast. $30 a person. Just to see good old Mickey. It's amazing how many places Mickey can show up at. Almost as like Santa Claus. They have that magical power of showing up where you least expect it. Oh my God.
Look at this crowd.
Yeah. Alright. It's tough to be a bug.
It's all the sound.
You notice all the details of carvings of animals in just about everything you see in this place. Out frogging, be back soon. Oh, what the heck's that? No, it's a duck, right? Tree of Life. Dung Brothers. cool. See the deer. Here we are in the Kilimanjaro Safari. About to enter the safari. Looks like it might be a nice day, not too hot, a little overcast. The animals shouldn't be out hiding from the sun.
Here we go. Now, like I said, my name's Everett, and I am your safari driver for this 2-week photo safari. If you're using a digital camera to take photographs out here today, switch it over to a fast shutter speed, something like a motion, sports, or action mode. There are no paved roads on the reserve. It's hard to get a photograph when you're bouncing 2 feet out of your seats the way you're going to be bouncing around out here. Children, sit them on your lap. I strongly recommend that because even children must remain seated. That means no standing, squatting, kneeling, popping up and down, switching seats, or being lifted into the air to look at animals, because that's just not safe. Oh, and look up above your heads. See my game spotting guides? Those might help you identify some of the animals you might see out there on reserve if I don't see them as I'm driving. Now, I have personally seen all of those animals out there, but it took me 5 years to do it. So don't think you're going to see all those animals in this safari, because it'll never happen, but I usually have pretty good luck. Now, we're going to try to get in touch with one of the wardens here and see if they might be in range. Hopefully they are, because I don't like entering the reserve without their knowledge, so let's find out. Now, this is Simba 1 to the airborne warden. Can you read me? And he does.
This is Warden Wilson Mutua. Over.
Well, Jamba Wilson, I'm entering the Little Ituri Forest with a 2-week photo safari. Over.
I'm Jambu, Simbawan. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Oh, Roger that, Wilson. I've spotted a bird already. Right there on our left, that big black and white bird laying over there. That's a saddle-bill stork. That's the largest stork in Africa. Those birds actually stand 6 feet tall and have a wingspan that reaches about 9 feet wide. It gets its name by that big yellow saddle shape on its bill. It resembles, well, what they call an English riding saddle. Yes, birds. Let's see if we can find some real animals out here. Oh, well, look, we got a watering hole coming up here on our left. And I sometimes have pretty good luck finding animals around watering holes. Let's see if we can find anything around this watering hole here worth getting a photograph of. And remember, look behind every... Oh, there's a greater kudu laying right there on our right-hand side. Up there in the bushes, I just noticed that gray antelope laying there. That's the second largest antelope in Africa. Males weigh about 750 pounds. And I know that's a female there because she didn't have any horns on her head the way the males do. All right, oh. Well, there's a rhino laying right there on our left-hand side. It looks like a rock, but it's a rock with the tail on it, because you can't see its head. Now, please sit down in the back, young man. Do not stand up on the truck for any reason at any time. Oh, there's another rhino right there. Now, unfortunately, the rhinos out here, they're not entirely safe even here on this reserve, and that is because of poachers and illegal hunters. They got a whole lot of habitat loss as well. The wardens tell me they think there's only about 5,000 of those black rhino left in the entire world today. Oh, I see a bongo up here in the distance. Bongo are pretty cool. Their nickname is actually the ghost of the forest because they're usually very rarely seen. You know, see its horns, they're grown like swept back from its head. That's so it can run very fast through the thick underbrush of the forest out here without getting tangled up. Hey, there's another one. Yeah, beautiful animals. Actually, if you went up and touched it, the red comes off. It'd get right on your hand. It's pretty cool. And I tell you what, we're so close to the Safi River, I'm going to head over there and see if I can find any Nile hippopotamus. I usually have pretty good luck. Hippos, they like to spend all day in the river. That protects them from the sun, because, you know, hippos can get sunburned just like humans. Well, when the sun goes down, that's when they usually come out of the river, and they eat about 150 pounds of vegetation every night. When they're born, when they're babies, they weigh about 85 pounds. Males weigh close to 5,000. Well, there's one right down there, but you can't get a photograph of it. Let's see if we can find one around here we can actually get a picture of. Everybody loves hippos. More birds. There's a hippo. I see its back sticking up out of the water just past that little island over there we might get a look at. Oh, on the island we got a bunch of pelicans. Those are pink-backed pelicans. There goes one right there. They're pretty intelligent birds. They're actually the only pelican species that works together to herd fish in the shallow water so they can all catch them a whole lot easier. Look, one right there's got a stick. You've got to build a nest over there on the island. Oh, look, there's some hippos right there. Check it out. You know, lots of people think because they're so large they can't swim, but of course they can swim. They spend so much time in the river that they sleep underwater. They'll come up every 5 to 8 minutes and get a breath of air and never even waken. Now, we're going to cross a bridge up here in front of us, and before we do, I got to say again, so everybody remembers to remain seated. If you have children, this is one place I want you to supervise the children to make sure they do remain glued to their seats, because every time I cross this bridge, I usually find a bunch of hungry Nile crocodiles hanging around under it. Well, today is no exception. We got crocs, look at them all. Now, they're much larger and much more aggressive than the American alligator. These crocodiles, they grow to be over 20 feet long, and they crush bones with more than 1,200 pounds of pressure per square inch as well. That's right. And they're always hungry. That's definitely one of the bridges out here on a reserve I don't even like to cross.
Simba 1, come in.
Oh, this is Simba 1. Over.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the Red Clay Pit. You definitely want to check out that area.
Roger that, Wilson, and thanks for the tip. Over. All right, everyone, we're going to head over towards those clay pits and see if we can find any elephants here in just a little while. But right now, we're going to leave the forest here and enter onto the Serengeti grasslands. It's a completely different ecosystem. Oh, and speaking of different, check out this tree, all right. That's a baobab tree. Now, baobab means upside down in the Swahili language, because that tree looks like it's growing with its roots up in the air, of course. But it stores large amounts of water in that big 1,000-year-old trunk, and it goes leafless 9 months out of the year as well, to help it survive droughts. And here's my favorite view of the reserve as well, and what a view it is. You know, this is all part of the natural Africa we're trying so hard to preserve and protect. I see animals out there already. Let's see if we get up close to some, get some good photographs out here on our journey. All right. Now, these grasslands, they're just like a super highway for migrating animals. Because, well, millions of animals cross this every year, like that giraffe I see out there in the distance on our right. Yeah, everybody likes giraffes, too. Maybe we'll get up close to it. You know, the grass eaters out here on a reserve, they follow the rain to find fresh grass to eat. While the carnivores, they follow all the herds out here, of course, so that they can, well, remove any of the sick or injured animals. So all the herds on the reserve here remain healthy and strong at all times. Well, there's something pretty interesting. Those cones of earth right there on our left. Those are termite mounds. That's right, termite mounds. You know, the termites, they build them by mixing their saliva with the native soil. Now look just past the termite mounds. There's a sable antelope on that hill in the bushes up there. It's a black animal, I just noticed. Sables are the official symbol of our reserve. There's a reason for that. That's the toughest antelope in the world. Even lions are afraid of sable antelope. Believe it or not. Because sable antelope, they do not back down for predators. They stand their ground and they fight every time. The predators know that, so they usually leave them alone. Let's see if we can catch up to this giraffe here. This is a Maasai giraffe. They're just small giraffes. They don't get no bigger than that. Reticulated giraffes are the tallest giraffes in the world. Now, Maasai giraffes only sleep 30 minutes a day, about 5 minutes at a time. The rest of the time, they're usually watching out for predators and eating, of course. It takes a lot of food to keep a giraffe full. They're pretty large animals. They've got quite a few more over there on our left-hand side as well. Okay, I see some Ankole cattle out there in the distance as well, way out there by the tall grass and that big tree over there. Now you can see their horns from here because Ankole cattle horns grow to be 6 feet long. Some of them up to 20 inches around. They're called Watusi cattle as well for an African tribe. Look at all the Maasai giraffes. Oh, all right, look, wildebeest. White-bearded wildebeest, part of the largest migrating herd of animals left on Earth, actually. You know, about 1.5 million white-bearded wildebeest still cross the grasslands out here every single year. Excuse me, folks, could you keep the little boy in the red shirt seated, please? Keep the little boy seated, please, fully seated. Yes, I don't want him falling over and hurting himself. No standing up allowed. Oh, in the bush right here, some more wildebeest. I see some horns sticking up over there by that termite mound in there. Everybody should get a photograph of a wildebeest when they're on safari out here. And that's a pretty good photo opportunity right there. Check it out. And there's there's some more of them. Now those old Ankole cattle up there, they are the oldest breed of cattle that was domesticated in the world. Believe it or not, they actually appear in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics older than the pyramids themselves. That's an old cow, no doubt about it. All right, I see another giraffe. Oh, there's a Thompson's gazelle. Way up in the tall grass on our left. Way up there, that little bitty animal. We call them Tommies. Every safari people see them and think they're babies because they're little and they're cute. That is not a baby though. That's a fully grown Tommy. That's just as big as they get. And there's a reticulated giraffe. The tallest giraffe in the world is a reticulated giraffe. They get their name from a Latin word, reticulata. That means net-like, and that refers to the net-like markings on their side. Man, I tell you what, we're so close to elephant country. I'm going to head over there and see if I might be able to find any elephants on this side of the reserve before we head over towards those clay pits, as Wilson suggested. And speaking of Wilson,
what is your location? Over.
We're entering elephant country. Over.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering.
Sit down, the little boy, please, folks.
We can't find the mother. I'm afraid poachers may be in the resort.
Poachers? Well, roger that, Wilson. If we spot anything out of the ordinary, I will call you and let you know right away. Over. Well, did you hear that? Wilson thinks there might actually be poachers out here on a reserve today, and that's definitely not good at all. Now, there's a watering hole, and I usually find elephants around here. Oh, up on our left, there's a mandrill monkey right up on top of that rock. You know, that is the largest monkey in the world. Male mandrills, they weigh about 100 pounds. If you know that monkey Rafiki for the Lion King movie, he's a mandrill. Oh, there's a baby one way over in the distance, I see. I really wasn't looking for monkeys, though. I was looking for elephants. Let's see if I can find anything around here today. Now, remember to keep your eyes open, keep your cameras ready. And actually, I don't see any elephants around here at all. Alright, but we are pretty close to those clay pits Wilson was talking about, so we'll head over there and see if we have any luck finding any elephants over there. If we're lucky, we'll catch up to them before they get too far. They travel very long distances in search of food because they eat so much. Up to 500 pounds of grass and leaves every day an adult can eat. And oh no. Okay, I forgot all about this. Now, unfortunately, to get over there, I forgot we have to cross what I consider to be the worst bridge on a reserve to do it. Yes, I say that because every time I cross it, more of it falls off. So if you do have small children, seriously, everybody hold on to the kids. Might want to cross your fingers for luck. Last time I crossed this bridge, I wasn't... Uh-oh. No, I know it didn't make that noise the last time I went over. So I don't want to go real slow, real fast. I guess the quicker we get off it, the better off we're... Uh-oh! Too late! Hold on! Hold on, everybody! Well, all right. Well, apparently somebody back there didn't cross their fingers for me that time, I can tell. That's okay, though. Thanks to my expert driving skills. Hey, and Wilson, he was right. There have been elephants here in these clay pits. Look at all the tusk marks in the clay. You know, elephants come here, they dig that clay out, and then they eat it. That gives them minerals. They don't get in there usually. That's and look, Wilson was right. Look at that little bitty elephant with its mother over there. And there's another young one right there. Look at this. Just like he said, elephants right next to the clay pits. You know, it is the females and their young that congregate in what we call herds. Male African elephants, they prefer to hang out all by themselves. That little elephant there is probably about 8 years old, I would guess, about a size. And there's a little elephant under that one there, but you can't get a photograph of it because it's too little. It's hiding behind its mother's leg and you can't even really see it. How cute is that? Let's see if we can find any more of them. Alright, check it out. That little elephant over there. How cute is that? Everybody loves baby elephants. I know because I've been doing this for a long time. Alright, look at all the elephants out here. That's pretty awesome. And remember, keep your eye on these tall grasses around us. Animals can pop out of here at any time, that's for sure. we have a flock of flamingos up here at this next little watering hole. Now, I know these here are the greater flamingo, and I know that because they're the least pink of all the flamingo species, and they're the largest flamingo. Look how big they are. Oh, look at the baby getting fed by its parent right there on the end of the island here. That little gray one. Yeah, it takes the little flamingos about a year or so before they turn pink. They get their color by eating brine shrimp. It contains vitamin A. Vitamin A turns the shrimp they eat pink, and it turns the flamingos pink as well, because everybody should know you are what you eat, right? They're proof of that, because without that vitamin A in their diet, they'd all be gray and white, just like all the babies here. Cool. Flamingos. Let's see what else I can spot for us over this direction here. Whoa, how about a big white rhino and its baby? Wow. Oh, mama rhino and a baby rhino. Very dangerous. One of the greatest success stories in Africa are the white rhinos, because they were once almost extinct. But thanks to the reserves, though, their numbers have increased to where they're now self-sustaining, and that little rhino's proof of that. It's like a little tank with legs on it. Look at a tire popper on its mother. Wow. That's awesome. Oh, hey, if you've never seen an ostrich egg, we're going to pass them right here to our right, I just noticed. Of course, they're the largest egg in the world, because the largest bird in the world laid them. Those eggs weigh 3 or 4 pounds each. That means that there's an ostrich around here someplace. Let's see if we can find her. You know, it shouldn't be too difficult to find the largest bird in the world, after all. Maybe we'll find some more rhinos out here, too. And I said their numbers have increased so much, they're all over out here on this side of the reserve. And there's Wilson again.
Number 1, I see you at the junction. I suggest you go west. It will be worth it.
Roger that, Wilson. I'll take your word for it as usual. Now, no matter what Wilson spotted, can't be better than those cheetahs laying right there on our front hand side. And there's one laying flat on the ground. There's one behind that little tree looking at us. Now that is the, we'll get a photograph of them right up here. Now that is the fastest mammal on Earth. Those cats over there can run 70 miles an hour. They're the only big cat that hunts during the daylight hours, because cheetahs locate their prey with their eyesight. Then instead of their sense of smell like other big cats do. But Wilson said west. So I'm going to take a right up here and head in that direction. See if I might be able to figure out what he was talking about. You never know what the wardens can see for their airplanes up there that we might miss from the ground down here without their help. That's for sure. Yeah, nothing to the left. Look to our back left-hand side. There's a lioness right there up the Crocodile Rock, I just noticed. That's probably what Wilson saw. Now, it's very rare to get a good photograph of an African lion, because they sleep 18 to 20 hours every day. You know, it's really the females who do all the hunting, while the males stay back and protect their young. And sleep, of course. And I see a male lion. Oh, look, more rhinos as well. Like I said, those things are all over out here. Well, we got a very special little animal right here on the right-hand side. Those little brown things, those are called Bontebok. Why are they special? They are extinct in the wild. They're all gone. They no longer exist anywhere on Earth except on reserves, though. That is because of poachers and illegal hunters and a whole lot of habitat loss. Look at that male lion right up here to our left. Yes, no matter how impressive he is, though, it is that female who's the real king of the jungle here in Africa. That's for sure. And check that out. What a great photo that is. Wow. Please sit down in the back, young man. Remember, I already told you once, there's no standing allowed on the truck for any reason. Hey! Warthogs! Everybody likes warthogs. Look at there's a couple right there. Hey, look at all the burrows they got dug out here. Look at a big male with the big tusks over there. They're the largest burrowing mammals in all of Africa. They will never, ever, ever go far away from these burrows they've got dug either. Yeah, check it out. We've got more ostrich eggs. I still haven't seen an ostrich egg. There has got, oh, right there, an ostrich. And I know she's a female because she's gray. Males are black. Now, of course, she's got wings, but she can't fly. But she doesn't need to fly because she can run 40 miles an hour. That's got to be her eggs right there. More rhinos out there, too. Look at the size of those things. Hey, there's another ostrich right there on our right-hand side. And it's another female.
There are poachers in the area.
Poachers? Well, right. Roger that, Wilson. You know we can. Over. Well, apparently the warden needs our help. As a driver on a reserve, I help all the wardens anytime they ask me, and oh no. It looks like Wilson might need our help more than he knows. This is Simba 1 to Wilson. That looks like those poachers smashed through the eastern gate of the reserve to leave. So we're leaving the reserve and heading down towards Geyser Gorge. Over.
The poachers are heading east. Keep going, and you'll drive them to my patrol. Over.
Roger that, Wilson. We're heading towards your ground patrol as fast as my old slow truck will let us. Over. Now, you can see how Geyser Gorge gets its name. There's lots of geyser activity around here. And it's been a long time since I've been here as well, so hold on, because no matter what happens, we're not stopping here. And oh no. This is Simba 1 to Wilson. We just found the poacher's camp. I see tusks and horns everywhere, but no poachers. Wow.
Oh, not to worry. You drop them right into my patrol.
Well, roger that. We should be passing your patrol any time.
The poachers ran, but they will get caught. We don't get them to
Oh,
Thanks to you, they are now
This is different.
safe. Asante sana, everyone.
well, asante sana to you too, Wilson.
Remember they had two guys standing out there with a gun like they caught the poachers?
Well, roger that. I'm glad you found that little baby elephant's mother. And I'm especially glad that we were all here to help you out. Over. All right, everyone. We helped the warden to reunite that little elephant with its mother. That's one good thing. But unfortunately, we left the reserve. That means I got to return you to the warden's outpost up here. It is just a short walk back to the Harambe village, though. You want to see any other animal?
All right, back to the monorail. Heading off to Magic Kingdom again one last time, trying to get into the Haunted Mansion. This is the transportation center. This is where a lot of the charter buses can drop people off, and they can take the monorail, the ferry, buses to the associated parks. We're going to take the monorail. The day before Thanksgiving, you can see a lot of the Christmas decorations are starting to appear.
Step lively, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't much time to kill.
New Fantasyland 2012 under construction. Interesting. I wonder what this is going to be like. You see some of the metal girders. A little bit of a sign right here. Can we go this way? Howie Mandel's character. Bobby? Howie Mandel used to play character Bobby.
And now, Tomorrowland Transit Authority proudly presents Progress City, Walt Disney's dream for an experimental prototype movie of tomorrow. Progress City was the inspiration for Epcot, and many of its forward-thinking ideas have been realized throughout Walt Disney. Then you'll want to visit Mickey Star Traders, where you'll find the greatest goods from around the galaxy.
That's right. It's out of this world.
At the Tomorrowland Speedway, put the pedal to the metal and speed towards the checkered flag in your very own race car.
But it didn't take you to
Young or old, this is your chance to drive to the fast lane without worrying about getting a speeding ticket.
I think we're going through Space Mountain now.
I think so too. Yep. Yeah.
Space Mountain.
Visit Space Mountain while you're here for an adventure that's out of this world. Space Mountain. Blast off on unspeakable powers. Spacecraft as you take a spin around the planet and ascend to otherworldly heights. We're now approaching Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Inside this rotating theater, full families welcome you into their homes of yesterday and today, starting way back at the turn of the 20th century. Presented at the New York World's Fair, this legendary circular theater celebrates the progress that has made our lives better. It's a perfect reminder that there's always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Hey, Buzz!
Star Cruiser and join me on this daring space mission against the evil Emperor Zurg.
As an honorary space ranger, you'll use your own personal laser cannon to save the entire galaxy.
Monsters Incorporated, so drop in and join Mike Wazowski and all his pals at Monsters Incorporated Laugh Floor. Share the fun.
Yeah, very good. Keep it moving. We're on a tight schedule here.
As we approach the Tomorrowland Transportation Station, our advance tour is coming to an end, but not to a stop, because this transportation system never stops. Thank you for joining us for Tomorrowland Transportation. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great week. Tomorrow.
All done. About 13 minutes. Every day they got some kind of show here. It's not a parade, it's a show.
I know it's
You love me once the way you did once.
Goodbye, Magic Kingdom.
Here we are, November 23rd, I think it is, 2011. Finishing up our last day at Magic Kingdom. Right behind me, the beautiful contemporary resort, one of the oldest resorts Disney has. Kind of an overcast day, but we managed to squeeze in the Haunted Mansion. And I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoyed the trip.